Hey, how's everybody doing today? Good to see you all here. So let's get into today's lesson or lecture question we have. Hey Mark, how are you doing? I've been learning so much from your teachings since I discovered you. I would say my life has definitely changed a lot. I've learned so much about the subconscious, the mind, etc. But Mark, I do have a question. I know that there are things that can block or stop our manifestations, such as subconscious blocks, negative energy, focus, attention, etc. Is there anything else that I should be aware of that can potentially stop my manifestation or slow it down? Thank you. Yes, so this is a great question. All right, guys, so one thing I want you to remember is that in this world we live in, nothing is real until it can be observed. And that goes into quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics shows us that particles, the atoms, they don't pop into physical things until they are measured. Measured means they have an experience, or they have an awareness of consciousness, an observer. So I want you to keep that in mind while we go over this question. So is there anything else that can stop our manifestation? We know all about the other one, subconscious block, Yes, there is something else. Also, before I go into that, keep this in mind, that what we believe, think about, have an opinion about, it will become our truth or our fact, because we are living in a subjective world. Let me tell you something. There's objective, which is fixed. That's what we used to believe hundreds of years ago. Quantum physics now has blown the roof off of that. Now we know nothing is objective. It's a subjective world. Now let me tell you what the biggest thing that will stop you from manifesting your desires. People. Your friends, so-called friends, your family. Let me tell you something. If you value the opinions of what other people think about you, if you are a people pleaser, if you are constantly focused, watching, what do they think about me? What are they doing? You cannot achieve what you're trying to achieve. It cannot work. Do you know why it cannot work? You could do your visualizations. You could do your subconscious blockage removal system. By the end of the day, we're social beings. We got to go around people. So, here's how it works. The only thing that matters to you is the opinion and the belief you have about yourself. You know, when I was a kid, I used to be a people pleaser. I used to care about what other people think about me when I was a little kid. You know, my mom, because I always wanted people to like me, you know, when I was a kid, you know. That time, that was a block. I had a block. I had a belief that I didn't deserve it, I wasn't worthy. I didn't know it back then, but now I do know it, and it portrays in that form. But let me show you something. When my mom came to me and she would say to me, when I was playing with my friends and I try to impress my friends, I have to get new toys, and the only time they'd be my friends is if I have something, right? My mom said to me, she said, you know what, Mark, you got to start learning that what other people think about you is not none of your business. I mean, I didn't know what that meant when I was a kid, but when I got older, I was like, damn, now I realize what it means now. When he says, you know, you got to, what other people think about you is none of my business. What she was telling me from her, she's like, Mark, what basically was telling me, it was like, basically, Mark, you live in your own subjective universe. They live in their own subjective universe. What they think about you is in their universe. It's not in your universe. If you start to think about what they think about you, you'll collapse it and bring it into your universe. So my point to you is this. If you are allowing people to affect your opinion, or you're taking on their opinion, you are not focusing on yourself. you are now bringing that energy into your subjective world, which will affect your unconscious mind. And remember, your unconscious mind has no filter once an idea gets accepted. An idea gets accepted to your subconscious mind when your conscious mind buys into it. When your conscious mind believes it, when your conscious mind sees it, when your conscious mind verifies it. And the easiest way for the conscious mind to buy into ideas is through other people. What someone says about you, if you believe it, if you start to focus on it, you're going to start to create it, and it's going to start to take you off your course. So if you're out there and you want to create the best life of your desires or dreams, you got to stop caring what people think about you. You got to start caring only what you think about yourself. The only thing that matters is what is your opinion and what is your belief about yourself. Because again, subjective. Remember, I went back in the beginning. I said nothing can come into existence without a measurement, without an observer. So if you're observing what other people think about you, you're collapsing that wave to make a personality, and then you will be a victim. You will now serve people. There are all types of people out there, and this is knowledge you have to understand. There are people that want to see you fail, straight up. There are people who want to use you. There are people who are with you just because you can do something for them. There are people that will sit there, act like your friends. That's just the world we live in. So you have to understand that when you're going to create something in your life or manifest anything, the people around you, you should not let them influence what you feel and what you think about yourself. Okay, now do you see that? Good. Now, the next part about this thing is this. Whenever you're going to create something, stop telling certain people about what you're going to do. You don't tell people, hey, I'm going to be doing this, hey, I'm going to be doing that. Unless you know they're really in your corner. If you're not sure about them, don't tell them. Because what happens is they will devalue your beliefs. They will put energy towards your beliefs. Negative energy. Remember now, we live in an energy transferring universe. The only people you tell is people who will agree with you, people you know are in your corner. But if you tell someone you're not sure about, they're not going to. And let me tell you how people work. You see something, guys. You see when people like they don't want you to succeed, when they have negative opinions of you, when they're jealous of you, any of that stuff that people are doing, what happens is those individuals have what I call a mirror effect. Their opinions of themselves are very low. So what happens is when their opinions of themselves are low, they get threatened when they see someone that has the potential. Because the energy is going to introduce you before you introduce yourself. So they'll pick up your energy and they will subconsciously start to put negative feedback to you. See how that works? You got to remember, we are every single day we are constantly receiving information. You can ask questions here, yes. You're constantly receiving information, subconsciously and consciously. And we're information machines. We're giving off information. So information comes in the form of energy. Most of it is on the unconscious level. So I always say, man, if you believe and value the opinions of what people think about you, you ain't gonna make it. However, if you only value the opinions of what you see about yourself, you're gonna always make it. So the rule is, you gotta observe people, but you do not absorb people. Now, So I want to ask a question here. Let's ask this question. Wait a minute, what if your opinions of yourself are high and you still don't receive what you want? Let me ask you a question about that. Are you still alive? You're still breathing, right? So how do you know you haven't received what you want? Oh, that's because you want to receive what you want in a certain amount of time. You guys got to see the big picture here, man. If your opinions are high of yourself, you will 100% receive what you want. You have to stop putting a time frame on it. You got to stop looking. Well, man, I believe in myself, man. I've been doing everything. Why isn't it manifesting? Guess what you're going to get? Why isn't it manifesting? You're dealing with the unconscious mind, people. The unconscious mind is illogical. What you put your energy on, that is what's going to give you. So if you're someone with high self-esteem, high confidence, you say, well, why haven't I got what I want? Guess what you're going to keep getting? More, why haven't I got what I want? The name of the game is very simple. The game is very simple, okay? It is a game, by the way. I mean, quantum mechanics shows us now that an observer, a conscious being, is creating the world. The world is a construct in the mind. There's no immaterial. Everything is, no, sorry, there's no material. It's all immaterial. From the immaterial comes what we perceive as the material. So I got to show you this. So if you are constantly looking, wondering why it hasn't showed up, you're going to keep getting evidence of why it hasn't showed up. You catch that? I'll repeat it again, right? Somewhere. If you are looking around, where's my manifestation? Why isn't it here? Did I do something wrong? Am I on the right path? Oh my God, I'm da, 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 da. You're going to get more of the same thing. Yeah, it's facts. Oh, Mark, but what if it's been years? You're going to get the same thing. People, let me teach you. Years is a construct. It doesn't exist. Time is a construct. The only time that exists is this moment of now. Linear time, it's fake, made up. It's a construct. Your month, the day, the year, the hours are all construct. They're not real. They're psychologically constructs. Time is real. Linear time is not. What is linear time? The past, the future, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I feel like I'm going through the time. It's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. None of that is real, my friends. The only time that is ever real is this moment that I'm speaking to you. In this moment, you can ever only experience or be aware of anything. You cannot be aware of the future. You cannot be aware of the past. It's impossible. You're only aware of the future and the past because you're presently thinking about the future and the past. So therefore, the only time that must be now is now. You cannot, a particle cannot be measured without an observer. So you have to understand. Well, I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand. So if you're out there and you're valuing what other people think of you, and you're thinking to yourself, you're not high on yourself, ain't gonna happen. If you're out there and you're wondering like where it's been years, it's not coming, you're gonna keep getting years, it's not coming. Because your awareness is affecting a field. A field is communicating with your subconscious. Your subconscious creates 98% of your experience. Your subconscious is illogical. Your subconscious is looking for a dominant feeling or awareness. Your dominant feeling or awareness is, oh, it's been years. It ain't happening. What am I missing? You're going to keep getting more of that. So it's a really easy fix. Now you know the laws, right? It's really easy fix. How you fix it? Stop wondering where it's at and start accepting it's on the way and it has to come to you, and then do other stuff with your life. Then your subconscious now will work on what you've put out because you have no energy. It's normal. It becomes a normal thing. Your subconscious loves it when you make it a normal routine. When something is normal, it will manifest and show up in your life a lot faster. Because you have accepted it's a part of your reality. Look, let me tell you something. The only thing that's real right now is your awareness or your experience. Even your body. Even your body is not real. I'll ask you, well, this guy's crazy. Of course my body's real. But let me ask you a question about your body. The only reason you know you have a body is what? Because you feel. That's an experience. That's an awareness. That's an electrical impulse. The only reason you know you have a body is because eyes, ears, nose. But guess what those are? You know what those are? Those are information. They're senses produced inside. You're only aware of an experience. Everything in your life is only an awareness. I'm not holding this paper. I'm experiencing this paper. I'm aware of the paper. Everything is awareness. It's all experience. So the fact, if you can understand that now, you take yourself on the next level. You escape the 3D. Now you're in the 5D, because now you understand that. Oh man. All right, let me tell you something about awareness. Show you how powerful this is and how you can take this. Awareness doesn't have a location. Okay? You can't locate awareness. You're just aware. I'm aware. Okay, where's the awareness? It has no location. Awareness doesn't have time. You ready for the big deep one? Awareness doesn't exist in space. So awareness defies space, time, and location. The deep thinkers out there, what is that? What do I mean by it? If you're a deep thinker, you don't know what this is. If you're a deep thinker, you know what I'm just saying. Let me repeat it again. If all of you ask me questions, I see the people here asking me, Mark, you know, I'm winning the lottery. How you won the lottery? By this knowledge I'm putting forth towards you. That's how I win the lottery. By what I'm telling you is how awareness has no time, there's no space, there's no location. If there's no time, there's no location, there's no space. The only thing I am is the awareness. I'm aware of my body, I'm aware of my arm, but I'm not my body, I'm not my arm. I'm aware, I look in the mirror, I'm seeing all that. That's an illusion. That's photons of light that's been emitted by my brain, and my brain constructs this body and says that's who I am. But I know that's not what I am. That's not who I am, it's just what I do. I'm a body. See what I'm showing you? So now if I understand that, okay, if I'm awareness and I'm just here experiencing this thing I made up as a body, that means awareness has no time, no space, no location. So that means if I'm aware and I can construct images or imagination, I can technically bring in a reality that I want to experience, because none of this is in a location, it's in my awareness. So whatever I can imagine, it must become true, because it has to be out there somewhere. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to pick the information up. You can't do what you don't know to do. So okay, so if I could imagine me winning the lottery, buying my sports car, that should come true. And it came true. Okay, can I imagine more? Can I imagine me doing this and that? Oh, that came true. But the only reason it came true was because I bought into it. I believed it. I'm the experiencer of it. Everything already exists. Everything is set up. There's nothing I need to go get to create, none of that stuff. I just have to be aware of what I want, project my awareness of what I want by focusing on it without getting resistance. Make it a normal thing, because I'm the awareness of all this stuff, and it has no choice but to show up in my perceived physical reality. It's correct. Everything just is. So now when you take that with people, it's the same principle. The people that are next to you, that are blocking your manifestations, the one that you're listening to their opinions, what you are in fact doing is you're borrowing awareness and bringing it into your space and remanufacturing that awareness to make you feel bad and to make you not succeed at your dreams and your goals. You got to remember, what other people think about you is none of your business, people. Let them. All right, let me tell you something powerful. Did you know that people cannot affect you unless you allow them to affect you? Someone could talk smack, hate on you all day long, say bad stuff about you. In your face, you're listening to them. If you have a high value of yourself and your opinion of yourself does not match what they're saying, whatever they're saying cannot come into your subjective universe. It cannot. They can't stop you, in other words. But how many people do that? We're all taught that we have to, value people's opinions. You don't have to value people's opinions. That's a matrix thing. That's a program. You only value your opinion. Only time you value someone's opinion is if the opinion matches what you opinion about yourself. But however, if they're there talking about you and then you start to wonder in your head like, man, I wonder if it's true. Now you're corrupting your file. Now your subconscious is saying, wait a minute, I thought we were this, now we're that. Oh my goodness, I gotta. And you're gonna have a lot of ups and downs, man. You're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. So the secret, guys, is to remember that only thing that counts is the value of yourself, what you believe about yourself. Everything else, if it ain't moving you towards what you want, it's none of your business, and you let it go. See how it works? So that's the lesson for today. Thank you. And as usual, guys, I also have my coaching program. It's been up for years. A lot of people, you guys telling me, Mark, you got to start advertising more, helping so many people. Well, here it is. If you want to take it to the next level, if you want to learn a system to help you manifest your goals and dreams and all that stuff, get your blocks removed, you can contact me and sign up for my mentoring program. I will put it in the description and the link, pin comment below. Thank you, guys, and I will see you again.